Hello and welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway here for the ARCA series here on Monday night. We are joining this one just after I did the League Gen 4 race and joining it even though I wasn't even sure I was going to record that one because I wasn't feeling too great, but man, I really just wanted to get some racing in, so here we are. But same disclaimer as became before that one, I'm feeling a little bit exhausted here today, so if the commentary is not quite as lively as usual, that's why. But we'll hopefully have ourselves quite an exciting race here, especially for the viewer, as these ARCA races on intermediates typically are high intensity, high precision events that come down to very close clears and pack racing. But we are going to go out and try to get ourselves a good starting position. I've actually noticed that the right rear gets pretty worn, or at least it was in practice. We'll see how it's feeling out here now in race, or, you know, this session's conditions.
Out of my way.
Probably underdrove that. I think I probably could have flat-footed that, to be honest. In 1 and 2. And 4, feeling a little bit better. I noticed 3 and 4 are typically a little bit tighter than 1 and 2. See if we can't flat-foot it this time. Ooh, we cut down too soon. And that killed the run. Yeah, I messed that up. We flat-footed it, but I hit the apron a little bit, and that ruined it. We were able to push it a little bit more in 3 and 4 that time, though. But not going to be enough to get a better lap. So we're just going to have to stick with our 302. I do think we could have gotten into the 2s, though. And in fact, somebody has done that. And it is the 14 car. We still got a lot of people getting their laps in, though, I believe. And a lot of low car numbers, as we've got a pretty strong field here today. 3.7K strength of field. And unfortunately, we're still only the number 3. But maybe we'll get ourselves a good race. And that won't matter. Top 3 is going to be really hard to get, though. Especially with how chaotic these can be. I think the most I really can ask for is just not to get wrecked. That's going to be a big part of it. I think the right rear might be something to think about, though. Because it does feel like it gets looser as time goes on. So I think especially in 1 and 2, maybe lifting a little bit, not going full throttle all the way until you're more straight on exit might help out. Getting that grip later in the run. We'll see what happens. Right now, P3 looks like we get beat by the 5. This guy has been spamming his TikTok all over the practice session and now the race session. He loves posting that everywhere. So I guess if you want to watch him, there it is. But not too much to it this week. I think the right rear could factor in a little bit by the end of it, but probably not too crazy much. These races are too short for the tires to really matter. But I do think you don't want to just go crazy. So we'll try to avoid doing that. I think we could probably take it easier on our tires and still suck up with the Mega Draft if we find somebody to follow. We're just going to have to be careful not to get run over. Down to P4 now. Everybody pretty darn close, though. How much time we got? We got about 45 more seconds. I'm pretty okay with where we're at, though. I don't think I would want to fall too much further down and get stuck in the middle of the field, but I think I'm feeling okay about being in front of a lot of guys, at least so that way if there's a wreck, We don't have to dodge it and then all of a sudden we're completely out of contention. Are the 1 and 2 not going to qualify? I guess not. I can't... I understand maybe not wanting to get caught up in a wreck or something, but I just feel like with a race with no cautions, that's playing a dangerous game. Because you have to lift for a wreck in order to get around it, then you might just not catch the guys that were in front of it ever, you know? That just feels like a dangerous game to me, but... Oh well, maybe they'll be laughing as they drive past us later. I'm sure they've got the speed to do so. But P3 starting P4, or number 3 starting P4 is what I'm trying to say. Again, I'm very tired today. Cut me some slack. Didn't really mess with any of this except... Yeah, we did, I guess. Moving that neutral and steering ratio to 12-1, just stuff that I prefer. Brake bias, you're not going to be using the brakes here unless you're dodging a wreck. So, didn't really have to think about that too much.
3.
1 to go. Next time by. You're on the outside this time. Pit road
Get
is
session
closed.
last lap ready. I have to imagine these races are probably going to be absolute chaos.
3,000.
And there's probably going to be guys getting sideways around us. Though I think dirty air could definitely tighten up the handling when we're behind some guys. I will say, I don't know the 14 or the 20, but it does concern me a little bit seeing the higher car numbers up front, because they're clearly fast, but kind of like what Nick says on his channel a lot, like, it makes you wonder, well, why don't they have a higher I rating then? They must not be finishing up there, and why aren't they finishing up there? These are the questions you ask. But this is a pretty strong field. They're both around 3,000, 3,500, so it's not like they're running a single split and they're the 14 and 20. So everybody in here is probably plenty capable of winning and doing so the right way, so to speak. Only 40 laps. That does feel pretty quick. We'll see how much that right rear really does end up impacting. Well, about 11 more seconds. We'll get rolling. Sorry, yawning a little bit. It's Labor Day weekend. I worked all weekend. I work at a retail store, and I watch the cameras and stuff, so like I'm on the security side of things. And it was busier than Black Friday this weekend. It was insane. People were going feral for the sales we had going on, I guess, and everybody off work, maybe, and I don't know, it was chaos. So I'm just feeling kind of exhausted here today. Not that anybody asked, but I feel like I have to justify why I'm yawning while I'm recording. My tiredness does not make me any less eager to want to run races, though, so for better or for worse, we are here. I just feel like, even though I don't have all that much energy, I want to record anytime I race. I mean, there's times I don't record, like if I do a super speedway, those aren't really that engaging. So, I usually don't bother recording those. So they're not really interesting to watch. Especially with the results I usually get on super speedways, but anytime I'm out here doing one of these, it just feels like a waste not to record it, so hopefully this will be a good one, and I won't fall asleep at the wheel. We'll be watching the 20 getting the launch. This isn't a first gear start, is it? No. Feels like it's going to be really slow on the launch, though. Let's see what we can do. Starting up 40 laps here at Las Vegas. ARCA Series coming up.
Car is in. Green, green, green.
Alright. Front row getting a little bit of a slower start.
The next car's the leader. Inside. Stay high to the car.
Somehow the 5 is in the lead. I'm not sure how he pulled that off. But the front row did have a very slow start. Not that any of that's going to matter, because we're all just going to be in the draft train. Oh wow, that arrow push is bad, and we're getting wrecked. Whoa, okay. Never mind, we figured it out. I don't know what happened down there, but it was sketchy. let this 4 go by. I don't want to push too much on these exits because I feel like we're going to get sideways.
Car outside. Still there. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there. Hold your line.
We're just going partial throttle down here, trying to wait on throttle so we're not getting on the right rear too much, and hopefully that'll pay off later. Guy's making big moves already. Oh, I don't want to fall back any further though. It's always a tough balance with these ARCA intermediate races because you don't want to fall back too crazy far on the guys not saving their tires because you put yourself right into the scuffle back there and all kinds of things can happen. But you don't want to burn your own stuff off either because I think that whoever wins is going to be somebody that managed their stuff well in order to make moves later in the race. I will say, in all this traffic, it feels like it's getting on the right rear less. Or maybe in traffic you can get away with it a little bit more. Then again, are you just hurting your right front at that point? Big lift off into the corner here. You nearly get destroyed on entry. But he moves down low. I didn't want to cut to the inside because I felt like I would put myself out of the draft if I did that. Hold us tight on the inside. See you guys up there getting a little bit loose now. Stuck here behind. He's really holding me up the track a little bit. Down low. Picking up as much room as he wants. Aggressive racing, that's exactly what you would expect from this though. Just trying to hold it steady, stay alive. He's gonna wreck us on entry, only where he thinks he's going. There's a car out here. I need to get away from this guy, he's gonna wreck me. Speaking of, had major issues in the exit of that corner. Alright, we find ourselves no longer side by side, which is great news. Funny all of a sudden way off the pace right there, I'm not sure how. He's absolutely losing it. That killed our corner. This guy's wrecking on our outside. Yep, he wrecks the field. That guy was out of control. And that's why you qualify. Be in front of those guys. He tried to get in front of us and wreck, but we were just barely able to stay in front of him. So now what we're going to do is ride for a while. Keep in these guys' draft. Being side by side is not going to help anything. That guy's completely sideways, losing it. So we're just going to have to pass him.
The next car's the leader. Stay low.
Everybody can hold on to the car.
Clear outside if you want it. Nice and smooth, you're
We
running
get a
second.
4X.
Slow car down low. Go high.
At least we don't have to deal with them anymore. We'll check our damage here.
No damage. Car looks clean.
Somehow we're clean. Guy needs to
Sorry,
practice a little bit
Rearview,
more.
I just fucked that up.
The gap in front is now
The next car's
0.72.
the leader.
That's alright. Car gets real loose if you don't expect it.
It's a car exiting the pits.
Keep digging.
Lap time was
He apologized for it, so we're good. I think he did anyway. I can't hear very well. But we're just rolling the bottom, being easy to the right rear. We got the number 1 coming up. He could easily catch us and be part of this battle. Five looking like he's able to hold on pretty good right now.
The next car's the leader.
He's
Williams.
blinking a little bit. Hopefully he's not gonna end up disconnecting. I would hate to get the position that way. The question is, do I follow him? Or do I try to get around? Because I would rather work together with him and try to stay away from anyone behind. He's still got 25 laps to go in this thing. Interestingly enough, I thought it was going to get looser in 1 and 2, but it feels like it's almost 3 and 4 that's getting looser. Maybe it's because you have to put more steering wheel in it that it's doing that to us? Not
The
sure.
next car's the leader.
We run a little bit higher up the track there if we're going to be on the right rear anyway.
E2.
The next car's the leader.
We're just going to work with him for now unless we're really feeling like we're getting slowed down. I see the 1, but I don't see the 2. I wonder if the 2 ran into any issues trying to move through the field.
The next car's the leader.
Hopefully he doesn't end up blinking at us at a bad time. The 1's catching us. I don't know if anybody else is going to get to us, though, because they're pretty far back at this point.
The next car's the leader.
He's getting real sideways in front. We're just going to have to take it.
Car outside. Still there. You're in first.
We're leading.
Outside is clear.
Just going to have to put a slider on him.
Okay, Walter. The next car is 3 laps behind.
Car inside.
Really didn't want to fight side by side. That's why I tried to clear him first, but he's just going to fight us and bring the number 1 to us, which is probably going to be the guy that wins. He was already here anyway.
Still there, hold your line.
Don't like the blinking.
Clear inside.
Not giving me any more confidence. Interesting. Is he taking the high line back there? Curious how that'll work. I don't think it did, though. It looked like he ended up pretty far back. Though he does have a run all the way down the stretch.
Time was 51.72.
Still got a decent ways to go here.
You're now in the lead.
Car feels okay. I've been being careful about the exits like I've been saying, trying not to get on the right rear, and it feels pretty good. The only time it feels real sketchy is in 3 and 4 here. I don't know what it is about 3 and 4, but through the center of 3 and 4 it really wants to get sideways. There it goes a little bit on exit. 1 and 2 it feels okay.
Well, that was at 31.66.
We got a chance to make a choice between those two guys behind us. We're probably going to try to give draft to the guy that already lost the spot. Never mind. Oh, wait, nope. He's the white car. The number 1 is the blue car. Okay.
The next car is 11.
Yeah, if I have a choice to give one of those guys draft, I want it to be the guy that's clearly got worse tires, but I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold off the 1. And he doesn't. So that's that. I ended that whole thing. He's looking like he's got plenty of grip down low still.
That was at 31.77. Alright, Colton, your lap times are pretty consistent.
He's probably going to be able to get me in 3 and 4 here if he can hold on to it like that. Don't like lap cars in the wall in front of us. That does not make me comfortable.
Inside.
Start inside.
Still there, hold your line. Stay high to the car on the low side.
Me too.
Still inside.
I want to make him work for it a little bit. Maybe wear his tires out a little bit.
Still there.
If I just let him go, he'll just be able to lower his pace. Hold on to it easier. I need my frames to drop.
There, hold your line.
You've used half your fuel.
Still there, inside. Still there at the bottom.
He's
Clear.
decided he is gonna file in behind us. Probably a little bit frustrated there. Sure he doesn't want anybody catching up.
Outside.
Oh no, he
Clear
wants to
outside.
get to our outside to make the pass easier is what he wants.
Inside. Still there. Keep
He
high.
drives in very hard.
Clear
I heard
inside.
it. And he's gonna slide us. Nicely done, he has better tires. Tried to make him work for it, use his tires up a little bit. Not gonna happen. Oh my god, are we seriously gonna have a lap car that's gonna get involved in our battle? Are you for real? The guy that can't drive by himself without hitting the wall? Gotta love that.
The next car's the leader.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
And a series without cautions too. Bump drafted.
Great job. 10 to go.
If we can't do anything, catch up a little bit. Nine laps to go. We got a big gap down to third.
The next
Ooh.
car's the leader.
That would be one way to pass them. Again, I don't want someone blinking out, though. Want to race them fair. No! Stay here! I want to try to get this legit. No! Come back!
The next car's the leader.
That's one way to get rid of some of the draft, I guess. If he's not there, I can't draft off of him. It's kind of like 4D chess.
The next car's the leader.
I can't tell where he is. I'm trying to alter my line based on where he is, and I don't know where he is.
The next car's the leader.
The gap in front is now 0.20.
Isn't he a Coke Series driver? What do they do to him whenever he's in the Coke Series blinking that much? I don't know how they handle that sort of thing, but I wonder if he has his, like, professional internet that he brings when it's time to really get serious. Lap car way off the pace, hopefully gonna get out of our way. Gonna run the bottom, apparently.
Inside. Still there. Clear inside. 5 laps to go. Not even looking good.
I don't have anything left. Just can't quite save my tires as well as he can. Oh, that's a big wall hit. Alright. Oh, come on, 2x. Oh well. Doing everything I had. I might have damaged it a little bit, but I don't think we're going to lose a spot or anything. See what it says?
The colour's fine.
No damage, that surprises me. We should have gotten damage from that. I hit it hard enough. I mean, you would think if you get a 2x, that means you damaged the car, but apparently not. We'll just try to make it as respectable as we can. Trying different things. Oh, you got the wall there. Alright. Hitting the wall in solidarity with us.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
Of course, his internet's so bad he might not have actually hit the wall. On the high line here, see what happens. I mean, high line in quotes. Higher. Still not like by the wall or anything, but
Okay, Colton, one more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
that's fun at least. Gets loose. Good race, good win.
Good one up there, great. We're on the podium. Good drive. That's the
All
end of
right,
the session.
there's checkered flag.
So, good race to the one. He definitely earned it.
Very
He
good
saved his
job.
right rear much better than we did. But I was thankfully able to save it enough to get P2, and we definitely drove away from some guys at the end there. And we didn't wreck our car. Like we had the one guy wreck it. So, unfortunately, a bit messy. I still kind of don't agree if you hit the wall and it doesn't even damage your car, you should get a 2x, but whatever. Guess joke's on me, don't hit the wall.
Good win. Whoever checked up there at the end when I was getting loose out of
6340 on the tires. Definitely used them up as much as we could at the end of the race. Yeah, something happened to the 2, because I know he would have been a guy up there at the end. So we will see what happened out here. End of the day, though, P2, pretty strong run. I'll definitely take that. Especially in a 3,700 strength of field. So there is that guy that wrecks and then takes out the whole field. He was racing really hard against us, and you can kind of tell that he was losing grip already. The 9, he was the one that was kind of like pushing us out wide on entry, dooring us. He was super aggressive. And it's 3 and 4 here where all of a sudden right around there is where it gets really loose and he just lost it. Catches the 14, the 20. Pretty much a whole field. The 1 went through the grass and still went and caught us. He was going to win this one from the start. There was no chance. Where was that, the 2? Oh, wow. Okay, the 9's just going to drive all the way back onto the track. What is he doing? Is it broken? It looked like he was trying not to get there. It looked like his car was very broken. And unfortunately, the 2 just barely not able to make it. That's going to be a really rough result for him. In lap 11, the 7 gets loose. Tried to get around him. He apologized, so it's okay. I mean, obviously, we could feel how loose it was getting. And I could tell he was using his tires pretty good, so it just lost all grip on him. Like I said, if you're not expecting that, like maybe if he didn't get enough practice to realize how bad it was going to get on the right rear, if he isn't, or anything like that, if you're not knowing to watch for that, it could definitely sneak up on you. That might have been what happened. Would have loved to avoid him. I don't think there was anything I could have done there. Because I saw him moving up the track, and I'm thinking like, oh cool, old school pass. You get up under the rear end, they get loose, you go down below. And I'm thinking, all right, that's the pass we're going to make. But unfortunately, he just continued to get sideways. You can see my steering wheel turns hard left, trying to move out of the way. Not quite able to avoid it. And unfortunately, that's really hurt him. He got some damage from all that. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. That is ironic. So then the exact same thing happens in reverse. 14 instead gets loose in front of him, and he has nowhere to go. But he got it worse than I did. Funny that worked out that way, but still sucks for the 14 there. Or the 7, rather. He was in P14 at this time. Here's the actual 14. Just gonna be tires. Got some guys moving around the track, the 5 up high. Me ripping off the rest of my tires, just trying all kinds of stuff. Mostly I was just having fun at that point. I knew I wasn't gonna get back to him unless something crazy happened. Oh, that's when I hit the wall too. That's what made me do that. Just doing all kinds of stupid stuff, trying to see what happens. And I don't think we're going to get much else. This is when the 1 hits the wall, I guess. Nah, that was probably just not even real. Is there going to be anything else? Maybe a last lap crash? We get a lot of those in ARCA. Guys just can't handle finishing in the position they're in. They got to get the one that's right in front of them. That seems to happen pretty frequently. There's the 13 watching us run the high line. Nope, that's it. So P2, but a 6X, which is kind of ugly. Still could have been much worse. There were guys that obviously were caught in that big wreck. So that's that could have gotten us as well. We will look at the race results page for this one. Hopefully our A499 will stay. We'll have some safety rating logged in the bank to keep it. Yes, that is the case. So we will maintain that safety rating and get 62 iRating. Getting right back to around 4,900 after the 35 strength of field P2. 211 championship points. That's 2 thumbs up there. That's a good haul. And we will scroll down, look at the rest of these finishers. The 2 really rough there. Loses 110 iRating. I've been there plenty of times. And the 14 with the fastest lap. But that might have contributed to a very loose race car later on. So wasn't he one of the guys on the front row at the start? I believe he was. Yep. And who was the other guy that got the pole? Yep. 20 car finishes 16th. So both those guys not able to hold on to the track position, unfortunately. But if they can unlock that ability to just save that right rear a little bit, I bet they can. I bet they can keep those spots, and suddenly I bet they won't be the 20 and the 14 anymore. Will probably be the 2 and the 3, for example. But that'll be it for this one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed some ARCA racing in this one. It was pretty fun. I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoy that you actually have to take care of the tires a little bit, and it made a big difference for us, I think, by the end of this one. Not as much as a difference it made for the one, though. he definitely did it best, but that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.